Yes, sir.
I presented with you over many different countries.
Oh, you did?
We've had a lot of good times. But listening to you present over the past 5 years, I've seen you highlight a few things. One, you know when you're having a bad day on a race when a penguin overtakes you.
Correct.
Secondly, when you buy the wrong poles for the snow. But you always go on about fueling the body for repair.
Sure.
Can you clarify what you mean and give an example of how you would repair?
Right. I'm just looking at the clock. I've got 3 seconds left, apparently. So
Done.
that's it. Done. Yeah, it's that's kind of what I'm known for, I suppose. One of the one-liners I use quite a lot. The difference between fitness and health, and it's huge. You know, for me, I fuel my body to repair. For a lot of people, they fuel their body to perform. I think all those guys here, we fuel our bodies to repair. You know, and what I mean by that, James, is like, I can get anyone there, any one of you, to perform. You know, I can give you a power gel, I can give you a, you know, I can give you a drink, sporting, woo, you go up, you come down, you go up, you come down, you go up, you come down, and you stay down. And I saw this in the desert many, many times. You get this insulin fluctuations, you get this sugar fixes. And it's short-term gain, but long-term detriment to your body. So what I'm talking about, the difference between fitness and health, you've seen the photograph, haven't you, James? The one that I used, where there was a young man in the Gobi Desert in China, and he was 27 years of age from here in the UK, from the British Army, and we were coming in on the long run. It was a 110-kilometer run. This was the 5th day. We'd already run 3.5 marathons, and he was not good. We had lost a guy the day before, an American guy, 31 years of age, Nicholas, and he had died. And I said, this is not going to happen on my watch. They were the age of my kids, for God's sake. So I came across this guy. I would bring somebody to a checkpoint and then I'd head off again. And when I came in at the finish that 27 hours later, without sleep, he was hanging off me. I had him for a couple of hours. And somebody took a picture when we were coming in. So when I put that picture up around the world, I circle my face and I say, that's health. And then I circle Hugh's head and I say, that's fitness. This young man was half my age, was running 100-mile runs with a backpack. I wouldn't know what a 100-mile run was in training if it bit me in the ass. And yet, why is this? Why did this happen? If he's fitter than I could ever be, why was this happening to him? And this is where we're talking. This is what I mean by fueling your body to repair, giving it the right type of nutrients, getting this beautiful, slow release to your muscles, to your organs. Raw food, and that's exactly where I'm coming from when I say that. Fuel your body to repair, not necessarily to perform. Because if you do fuel your body, by the way, to repair, you have a strong immune system. We talked about immune systems, all of us. It's not even about the deserts. People say, oh, Dave, you know, these 4 deserts in 2010, the oldest guy to do it. But what about getting there without getting sick? I mean, I've been running now for what? Over 30, be quiet. Over, hey, you're good. Over 30 years, over 600 races. I've never ever been injured or sick or missed a race due to sickness or injury. And my friends, that's not just good luck or good genes, and it's certainly not fitness. It's good health. And you know, I'm kind of like, I suppose, work in progress, but that's really what I'm talking about, fueling your body to perform properly with good nutrition. And that's it really, James, you know what I mean?
Well, the thing is, a lot of people, especially in the fitness world, especially in professional rugby, it's all, they fuel themselves to perform. Yes. It's all about the performance, because it's a business, it's their lifestyle. But a lot of them don't focus on the repair, the recovery. Initially, that is the most vital component. That's how you adapt and grow and develop and get better.
Sure.
And it's so important.
And you and I, we all know here that the very act of exercise, I mean, people say, is exercise good for you? Yes, it is. But it has, when you burn food for fuel, you're creating a lot more free radical damage. All of us did, in all the events we do. We're burning this fuel like bad exhaust, and we're getting this free radical damage. And this will, you know, it predisposes to degenerative disease down the road, to aging process. I mean, my skin should be like a bag of old raisins at 62. No, it should, seriously. I mean, I've been out in this, go away, you.
He's wearing tights.
Don't mind Tim. But you know what I mean? Wouldn't you wonder why that hasn't happened, though? With all that oxidative stress, burning all that fuel in those deserts, 1,000 kilometers, and still my skin is fine. So wouldn't you think some people would ask the question, why? Why is that happening? And so for me, you know this, Juice Plus, I've been taking Juice Plus for 20 years and 6 months. And I used to have a lovely flock of, long hair, blonde hair.
Me too.
Yeah, you too. And after 3 months of Juice Plus, it was gone. I'm only saying. But I'm very passionate about that, guys, on a serious note. And for me in the desert, I trebled my Juice Plus. I was taking 6 fruits, 6 veg, and 6 berries, along with the complete. I'd have 2 or 3 completes a day in the desert when I was on those runs. And that was it. I wasn't on the gels. I wasn't, so don't give me that crap. I don't want to hear you need this stuff. No, you don't. You do not need this stuff. It's short-term gain. It's a sugar fix. It's chronic. Don't be taking it. Raw food, guys. Try telling a piece of broccoli it doesn't have enough of anything in it. But you know what I mean? It's true. Get that immune system build up. I mean, I was eating a bit of, an avocado the other day, dropped on the kitchen floor. What is it, a 5-second rule or something like that? Yeah. I left it on my floor for 30 seconds. I picked it up and I ate it. Uh-oh, here we go. What's wrong? That's it.
Yeah. Okay, final question today.
Yes, sir.
With such huge physical demands placed upon the competitors in your sport, desert running, obviously people do die, unfortunately.
Yes, unfortunately.
Please give an example of when Juice Plus made the most significant difference.
I got some bad water with some other runners in the Sahara Desert. It was pretty severe, and myself and a bunch of guys, it ran through us. We had diarrhea for a couple of days, and they give you Imodium to try and stop it. It took everybody out that had that water, bar me. And it was really tough for 4 days, honestly, with no nutrition. I was beginning to lose my sight. My muscles were stiffening up. And when I got to a checkpoint, they had to drag me into the checkpoint. I had another 60 kilometers to go. It was getting dark. And my heart was racing. And you know, Tim, what I'm talking about. When you get that severely, I mean, I had no nutrition. I was dehydrating. So they let me settle down for a little bit, and they wanted to give me stuff. I wouldn't take it. They wanted to give me the gels. I was spitting it out. Leave me alone. And they had this camera on me, and they said, you know, you're recovering, but we can't let you out there. And I said, I want to go out there again. And they said, well, you know, when you've gone out there, there's nothing I can do for you. And I said, thank you very much, Doc. That makes me feel a whole lot better. And she didn't smile, seriously, guys. And I got up, I got out, I got complete into me, Juice Plus complete into me. 2 hours for the first time in 4 days. I kid you not, as I sit here, I tell you this story. And over the next 30 hours, I didn't stop. I kept going. I overtook 33 people, and I helped about a half a dozen people get in home safely. And I'm telling you now, that is not just good luck, good genes, or a load of crap in my body. It's plant-based nutrition. Mental ability, yes, of course, but you can only do that. Your body will shut down. It will take you out. I don't care how strong your mind is. If you don't have the recovery and the repair at the cellular level. I could not have done it without Juice Plus. That's a fact.
Well, guys, you've been a wonderful audience. I'd love to thank my guests for being very patient. I know